street, Zafir, don't open the shop. Zafir, you support Bashar al-Assad. Zafir, so many times have this message to him. And he don't care, because he still opened the shop. He still opened the shop. And when he come back, I told you exactly, in 21 November, when he come back from shop to home, before about 40 meters to my home, some armed group shot him from the back. And this area, when he died, no policeman, just armed groups, just terrorists.
My name is Mimi Al-Laham. I'm a Syrian activist and political analyst. These media have been used to advertise for new fighters. There's a story carried by Al Arabiya and Al Jazeera in June 2012 saying that Qatar and Saudi Arabia were going to pay the insurgents a salary for fighting. Now, they have been paid since the beginning. They have been paid since 2011 a salary. So why would these media pick up the story now? And that's because they needed new fighters, new recruits.
Please, come and see the real terrorists here. We have the rights to defend our land. We have a terrorist inside our country. We have the rights to defend it, to kill them and to arrest them. If it's happened in England, I know what the government in England will do. They will go by planes and bomb, 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 kill everyone in the street. They don't care about the human rights. My name is Mohamad Rafea. I'm a Syrian actor. I live in Syria, Palestinian origin. We have the rights to say what we want. We have the rights to go and protest as a protesters, to say what we want, but without guns, you know? Without guns, because I'm killing my brother in the army, I'm killing my brother in the police, you know? It's not right. It's not right at all.
At first, the story they went with is that there is peaceful protest being cracked down by a very strong state. The army was used according to them and the security was used. They didn't care to mention that up until May, early May, the army was not involved in dealing with the events in Syria, not even in cases where more than 15 security personnel were killed, like in the case of Daraa in early days. In fact, no one mentions right now that the day when the army decided to enter Daraa, soldiers in full armored, and they had body armor, they had on their they had armored vests, they had helmets, they had in their combat dresses. 17 soldiers were killed at the first day when they tried to enter Daraa, which indicates a very strong attack on the army and a very heavy sniper attack. I personally saw an officer in the Syrian army, a colonel in the Syrian army. He received a shot which was fired more than 1,000 meters away, which indicate a high level of training. The reason I'm mentioning this because news outlets said, okay, there are peaceful protests and there are this very strong state which is cracking down on protests, and they were willing to ignore everything else.
هي مؤامرة كبيرة ويعني اختلط الحابل بالنابل وبلشت بالبداية مظاهرات سلمية عنا، وللأسف اجوا ناس من برا مخربين وصاروا يستغلوا هالمظاهرات السلمية ويقتلوا هالعالم، وشي بيحطوها بظهر الأمن وشي بيحطوها إنه يعني ما عاد فهمنا نحن شو اللي عم بيصير، والوضع مكركب يعني، ولازم تخلص القصة لأنه وقفوا شغلنا ووقفوا البلد ووقفوا حال البلد، ويعني عم ينزعوا علينا وعم ينزعوا على حالهم.
More pain when my brother died and I see why he died. What he do? He don't have gun. He's not policeman. He's not with the Syrian army. Just him problem because he want the peaceful. He support Bashar al-Assad. This excuse for he died. The terrorist freedom. If you are not with them, you die.
Had some people in Syria not been told that their government is killing civilians, is killing fellow Syrians, many of them would have not taken to the streets to protest against its government. Had the people of Syria not been told that their government is prosecuting fellow Syrians in other places, they would not have taken to the streets. Had the media not told people that the army is surrounding cities and bombarding these cities, many people would have stayed at their homes and supported their army. But because people are being told all these stories, and because the Syrian media has no credibility and has built no credibility with its viewers and its observers over the years, Syrians are now more inclined to believe other media channels, including Al Jazeera and Al Arabiya and many other TV channels. So because in the absence of information, rumors prevail. And these channels are now spreading rumors and hearsay. They have nothing concrete.
تناقلت مواقع الإنترنت صوراً ومقاطع فيديو لما قيل إنه مقتل رامي علوش بالإعدام شنقاً من قبل الأمن السوري.
مقتل رامي علوش من أهالي حما مقتل رامي علوش من أهالي حما شنقاً.
وصورة رامي كانت حاضرة موجودة واضحة، وآثار الضرب والإعدام واضحة أيضاً على جسده. وهذا ما يرتقي فوق رتبة القرينة ليعتبر دليلاً دامغاً، ولا ينقض إلا بدليل دامغ آخر. فهل هناك دليل أقوى من صورة الشخص الميت نفسه؟ بعيد الشر عن قلبه. ليش بعيد الشر والزلمة توفى؟ يسأل مراقبون. لأن دليلاً مناقضاً ظهر، يجيب آخرون. رامي علوش من مواليد حماه يدرس الطب البشري في روسيا، سمع بخبر وفاته مثله مثل غيره، ورأى مشاهد لجثته بعد أن قيل إن الأمن أعدمه، فصور نفسه في صور موثقة بأوراقه الشخصية، وصور مقطع فيديو موثقا بالتاريخ أيضا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اليوم الأحد مصادف 18/12/2011. أنا الطالب رامي علوش من أهالي حما، أدرس في روسيا. من فترة شفت مقطع على الفيسبوك وعلى الجزيرة وعلى اليوتيوب بأني مقتول على يد قوات الأمن السوري، وأنا الحمد لله صحتي تمام وأنا عايش وما في أي شيء. وهذا المقطع لا أدري كيف وصل لهم وكيف انتشر. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Some media outlets were involved in fabricating stories, or in making protests larger, or in providing images that were not from Syria and published as Syria.
Denny, Syrian state television, as you know, is now airing excerpts of this video of you that was shot. I'm not sure how they got this video. Do you know how they got it? Did they intercept it?
While I was trying to talk to CNN, I was online for like 20 minutes, so it's live broadcast. I don't know how they got it. This is all private. See, we should have. This has all been deleted. We have to delete all this stuff. Right. This is all private. See, we should have. This has all been deleted. We have to delete all this stuff.
Right. I want to ask you some specifics. They say the truth of Danny the Zionist. That's the title of this, and it's obviously heavily edited. It's obviously heavily edited.
It's live broadcast.
They say at one point, and I'm going to show this, they say that you were saying, get the target ready to shoot. Right. No, shoot it like I'm telling you. Let's take a look. The sound of the bang there was the sound of you guys faking a shot.
That was sounded a long way ago. Even at the time, the area I was sitting in wasn't even being hit. They were hitting another area, as I told you, it was called Khalid. It's about 15 kilometers away.
An hour ago, I just went on a rooftop to get civilians. The street is right next to me, like 400 meters right over there. I went and picked up 4 civilians who were burning in the house. A mortar bomb came right on the rooftop of a civilian house.
Even at the time, the area I was sitting in wasn't even being hit. They were hitting another area, as I told you, it was called Khalid. It's about 15 kilometers away.
About Al Jazeera, which is a fake channel, and I hate, you know, the fake channels, and Arabiya, BBC, everyone, but I mean, first of all, Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera is like a room, you know, they control the protesters. Like, if you are in Babtuma, you're sitting in Babtuma, you're watching Al Jazeera, you hear, you see in the Jazeera news saying there is a big bomb in Babtuma and you know, 10 people are dying, you know. After 10 minutes, you will find the bomb in Babtuma explosive after they read the news in Jazeera, which means they are giving orders to the people, terrorist people here, to do what they want, you know. Even in the internet website of Jazeera, you can see that someone, before the explosion of Maidan, someone says tomorrow is gonna be a real good thing for the Syrian government inside Damascus, so we will feel happy. Next day, boom, the explosion.
You know, someone I know has told me recently that Jazeera did like the greatest plot ever. They started creating credibility over the 16 years they have worked in media, and I was a person who would be easily found defending Al Jazeera against people who were criticizing it, saying that it's a free channel, it's a channel that has given so much to Arab journalism. But I don't know if it was part of the plan why it's established or not, but what I know very well that Jazeera played a very destructive role and a very active
Palestinian origin. We have the rights to say what we want. We have the rights to go and protest as a protesters, to say what we want, but without guns, you know, without guns, because I'm killing my brother in the army, I'm killing my brother in the police, you know. It's not right. It's not right at all.
At first, the story they went
street, Zafir, don't open the shop. Zafir, you support Bashar al-Assad. Zafir, so many times have this message to him, and he don't care because he still opened the shop. He still opened the shop. And when he come back, I told you exactly in 21 November. When he come back from shop to home,
new fighters, new recruits.
Please come and see the real terrorists here. We have the rights to defend our land. We have a terrorist inside our country. We have the rights to defend it, to kill them and to arrest them. If it's happened in England, I know what the government in England will do. They will go by planes and bomb, kill everyone in the street. They don't care about the human rights. My name is Mohamad Rafea. I'm a Syrian actor. I live in Syria.
For about 40 meters to my home, some armed group shot him from the back. And this area, when he died, no policeman, just armed groups, just to resist.
My name is Mimi Al-Laham. I'm a Syrian activist and political analyst. These media have been used to advertise for new fighters. There's a story carried by Al Arabiya and Al Jazeera in June 2012 saying that Qatar and Saudi Arabia were going to pay the insurgents a salary for fighting. Now, they have been paid since the beginning. They have been paid since 2011 a salary. So why would these media pick up the story now? And that's because they needed